Jennifer Boyd. Tonight we're going to be coming at you live from the boutique, and we're going to be sharing a few of my favorite items that we have. While you're watching us live tonight, don't forget to add some comments. Let us know what your thoughts are of each of the items we're sharing. If you've got some questions about us or about the shop or about the item we're sharing, let us know. If you enjoy watching and find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and click that like button. So stay tuned, we'll be coming at you live in just a few minutes. Hello and welcome to our very first YouTube Live Boutique After Hours. I'm Jen Boyd. If you're joining us for the first time on YouTube, we've been airing this Boutique After Hours for well over a year and a half now. It'll be 2 years this coming November. So what we do is we share some items within our shop. Hi!
There she is. So she is live on YouTube tonight. And,
I am.
And I'm just live on, this is all what's going on, I don't know. But anyways, and then I'm live on Facebook, just to let you guys know. You need to jump over to YouTube to see what she's up to. So here's what she did, all the little product setup there, and that's behind the scenes. Shadow goes on with the show.
All right. So if you're joining us for the first time, James, my husband, who was just walking through, he was walking our typical viewers through on how to switch over to the new format. We've been going live on a different platform for well over a year and a half now. We share particular items throughout the shop. Sometimes there's a theme. Sometimes it's just items that stand out to me that week and I want to share them with you. We talk about different ways to utilize them, and mid-show we do a little segment, Life Moments with James and Jen, and we share what we're doing, what we've been up to. Sometimes it's just random stuff. Sometimes it's a weird story of something strange that happened to us in the week. Sometimes it's design and decorating tips. So, welcome, and let's get on to the show. The first item that I'll be sharing tonight is this sweet little tea towel. I have them in various different herbs, and they are, here, I'll give you the content. What is it a blend of? There's my tag. It's 100% cotton. You can see it's a decent sized tea towel. Each of them has an herb printed on them. This one is sage, I believe. Yes, I have sage, rosemary, parsley, thyme, I believe. It has a nice little loop for hooking and hanging and using in the kitchen. These are also really pretty. Sometimes a tea towel makes a really nice lap napkin for dinner time. It's a good size. They wash well. You can add just a little hint of bleach. You don't want to do too much because of the print on the front, but I'll give you an up-close view of the printing of that herb. It is trimmed in a nice sage green trim along the bottom. And again, a nice lightweight, really pretty tea towel for your kitchen or for your tabletop. All right, moving on. This makes a sweet little gift. They are measuring cups, and they do come, as you can see in the picture down below, they do come in a nice little box set. They all nest within each other. They're that sage green with white, and on the interior of each cup it has your measuring increments. So we start at a quarter cup, third cup, half cup, and then our 1 cup has the handle. So each of them has a spout for pouring. And hey, Ange, I've got my bestie here with us. So great to see you. Thanks for joining. I'm glad you found us. So I know some of you, James is instructing on how to jump over to YouTube, but I'm going to keep rolling through product as he does that. So this sweet little nesting measuring cup set makes a great housewarming gift, or great little maybe wedding gift, bridal shower, something like that. So into the kitchen, if you want to add just a little something, we do have our handmade magnets. locally made by Rusty Flowers Wooden Wonders. This is for the dishwasher. There's a magnet on the back. They're $5 and a great little thing to hang on the dishwasher to say whether the dishes are dirty or clean. We also have a couple other house magnets that I grabbed just for tonight. We have more, as you can see in the picture below, but we have this larger magnet, and this is a cool one to have. It has all of the kitchen conversions from gallon, quarts, pints, and so on, cups, ounces. I just think this is a really handy tool to have in a kitchen. Again, this is a great little thing just to throw in to add to a gift that you may be giving to somebody. Maybe somebody's purchased a new home for the first time or is moving into their apartment for the first time. This is a great little thing to have. All right. Adding a little greenery to a room, I've said over and over again, makes a big difference into a room. Hi.
I'm just saying, you got people able to content. Oh, look,
I see
Angie
Angie's
said, "Hey
with
there,
us."
bestie."
Yep.
Okay, so she's got a content or a comment screen going. So sorry to interrupt. She's got a comment screen going over there.
Yeah.
People can click
So
on that.
adding greenery into a room adds a little life. Whether it's a live plant or whether it's artificial, this is a great little thing to add into on a bookshelf, in a bathroom, powder room, bedroom, nightside table. The base is in a gray concrete finish. You can see it has a little bit of variation in the color as well as that hint of texture. And the plant itself looks nice and realistic. You can see I've got 3 little variations of these plants. Funny story, James and I were away. We were at the beach with my sister when she was in town last month. And we ate at one of our favorite places, and at the entry on a table were a row of these very plants. I was like, oh, I recognize those. So they added them as nice little green decor on their entry table, again to bring a little life. So an easy thing, if you aren't so great with arrangements or keeping live plants still alive, if you have a black thumb, these are great little things to have. Or if you travel a lot and you're not home to water your plants, these are great little additions. They're only $17.99, so a great value. On the inside, let's see if I can get a good view of that. On the inside, there's artificial dirt, so it does look quite real looking down into that plant as well. If arranging is your thing and you'd like to add a little whimsy and texture to a room, these bee pots are super pretty. I love the embossed texture of the botanicals around the outside face of the pot. You can see it has that concrete finish, so it looks like stamped, embossed, almost like it was a leaf press or a branch press into the pot before it cured. So, and I love the gold bee on the face as well. This particular pot is $35. It has great weight to it as well, and it does have foam little feet on the bottom to protect your surface that you set it on, whether it be a bookshelf or a table, what have you, on your countertop in your kitchen. Adding just, in my picture down below, I've added just a little bit of that grassy moss. That was just a plop and done. If you want to add a little more color, you can do some either artificial plant arrangements, or you can do live arrangements as well. if you don't have a whole lot of room, but you want to add a little vase for something, or a little bud vase, if some of you saw my story on my personal page, you saw I had trimmed a rose from my flower garden over the weekend so I could enjoy it inside, because roses never last very long. And I had this sweet little pink rose that was just starting to open up, so I trimmed it from the bush and brought it inside and just put it in a little bud vase. These two little bud vases would be perfect for something like that, for just one single little stem, one little short stem. So the first that I have is actually right here next beside me. It's $16.99 and it's a blue and white ceramic vase. I've just got a little artificial air plant tucked inside. I do have the perfect live air plant at home that would look really sweet inside of this. So nicely done. It has a completely foam base across the bottom to again protect your surface. I also have it in a slightly larger side, which is actually right behind me on the shelf. This particular one is $18.99, and you can see the size difference. $16.99 for the little guy, $18.99 for the larger one. And in that one I kind of put some spruce stems and some tulips for color. Really sweet pieces, easy. They're beautiful even with nothing in them. They're beautiful as a set or singularly as well. Singularly. That's a word, right? All right, let's place those back. And let's move on to our next item, which is actually right behind me. This screen is perfect for either dividing a room or for possibly placing behind a sofa to split a room a little bit if you have an open concept and you want a little division. This is great. Or if you need some kind of texture and something high up on a wall, this is also perfect. It's 69 by 13.5 by 79. So 69 wide, 13.5 deep, 79 tall. A great piece. You can see it's very versatile the way I've got it displayed. You want your taller items up high because you have limited space down below. But as you fill a shelving unit like this, you want to make sure that you have varying heights going on to add a little interest. You don't want everything to be all on the same plane. You want to add a little height interest, a little texture interest as well.
Hey, sweetheart.
Yes.
Chelsea said it won't let her comment on the YouTube Live. She switched over and she's watching us live on YouTube.
Hi, Chelsea.
And so, but it won't let her comment. And I'm noticing it's letting Angie now. I wonder if Angie is a subscriber.
Yeah, if you have a YouTube account, you're able to subscribe and comment.
Okay. She says she has subscribed. Thank you for that, Chelsea. We appreciate
Chelsea,
that.
I appreciate that. So if you have Laura, you did it.
Did she find us on here?
Yes.
Yay!
Awesome, Laura. Welcome.
Awesome. So Laura's found us over here on YouTube, and
great.
Laura just commented. So
yes.
I don't know if Laura had to do anything different to comment, but
Laura, if you had to do anything different, can you fill Chelsea in? All I understand is that if you have, Ange said she's a subscriber. Yay! Thanks, bestie. So,
don't forget there's a little bell you can click and then it'll notify you when we go live.
That's right. Or when we go live or when we post anything to YouTube, you'll get a little notification when that happens. So, hey there. Welcome to the Barron's Boutique.
Restarted her video on YouTube.
I did. Sorry, friends.
There's me.
Yes.
Like it's me on Facebook looking at myself on YouTube.
I know. Sorry about that, friends. I forgot I have a split screen and I totally botched that one up. So,
okay. So
awesome. So
Now Don says we're not a subscriber yet.
Okay, so you don't have to be a subscriber to watch tonight. All you have to do to subscribe is create an account, and to do that you just need to enter your email address
or Google
or your Google address and create an account. It's super easy. Laura said, I just opened it on my YouTube account, typed in Barron's Boutique, and it pops up.
Perfect.
Yes. And Angie's asking, does Chelsea see the comment icon? It's in the upper right corner.
Upper right corners, and I'm not looking at it right now because I'm on Facebook.
Yes.
It's confusing watching which screen is on which account, but right. I'm going to go over here back to my back to the kitchen where I've got a tablet set up on YouTube.
Great. So thank you, friends, for helping each other out. I know today is kind of a learning curve. I understand that. So we'll figure this out together. I'm thinking that this platform will be better. If you could comment, those of you who can comment, if you're watching and still watching, comment talking to James, comment to him, or if you're attached to this comment chain, comment to me. Let me know, is the sound good? Is the video good? Because the whole point in switching platforms was to avoid all the troubles that we were having on the other platform. So we're hoping that this fixes all of those things that were going on. So let us know how things are going. Ange says, oh wait, there's a button that says live chat. Hey James. James?
Yeah.
Ange said there's a button that says live chat.
The button that says live chat?
Correct.
Oh, I see one that says talk chat. Yeah?
Yeah. So there's one that says live chat. Yeah.
Oh, I got chat on. Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Right at the bottom of the screen.
There we go. So James has got that. Thanks, Ange. I appreciate it. Thanks for having my back, bestie. All right. So the screen is a new addition to the showroom. We added it on Friday evening last week. So it's only been out for a couple of days. Check it out. All right. Now, let me pop back over to this screen and move on to our next item. This is a beautiful distressed gray-brown cabinet made of recycled pine. It's $1,055. Dimensions are 72 long by 16 deep by 34 high. This time, my friends, I have all my notes right here for me. Usually I'm fumbling and asking James, but I knew he would be occupied with trying to help people tonight, so I made sure I was prepared. I know it's rare, but it happened tonight. All right, this cabinet is gorgeous. You can see in the close-up detail that's in the video. It has nice glass fronts to them, so you can display your dishes. This would be great for dining room, to display dishes or other beautiful things, or it would also be lovely in a deeper hallway or in a living room, office space. Many uses for this for sure. Again, it has, you can see in the video, it's brown, but there's some ashiness to that brown. There is a gray tone to the brown. I wouldn't necessarily call it taupe because there is more brown showing through, but just a gorgeous, beautiful piece. Heavy piece. All right. Next up is this gorgeous industrial cocktail table. Beautifully finished dark wooden top. I love how the leg wraps around on, it almost cradles that piece of wood on the sides and wraps down and around. You can see that in the video. The cocktail table is $325. It's 47.5 wide, 23.5 deep, and 19 inches tall. So So great size if you have kind of a industrial or transitional vibe going on. This is a great piece for you. All right. Next on our list is this sweet little table. It's super narrow with a lot of style. It's a teeny little guy, but lots and lots of style in my opinion. I think it's beautiful. It has a wooden top and brushed gold legs. I love that diamond pattern that's in the center and just the dimension of all of that. The table is $269. No, $329.99. Sorry, I jumped ahead to my next item. $329.99, and I am missing a dimension. It's only 8 inches deep. The length, I think, was approximately, I can't remember. I'm so sorry. If you need to know, let me know and I'll go measure it for you. I do know that the height is 32.5. Looks like I'm missing a number. So again, it's only 8 inches deep. So this is a perfect table for a narrow hallway or an entryway where you don't have a lot of space. Say you've got a nice entry door and just very little space, maybe where there's a side light or something like that. This would be a nice little table to set on that side. Add a little bowl to it so you can toss your keys in as you come and go, so you always know where they are. I am guilty of this. I'm always forever hunting for my keys in the morning. I try to put them in the same place, but I'm not always the last one who's used them. Sometimes they end up in my purse, sometimes I don't know, but this would be a great thing to have there. This would actually look quite lovely in my entry. Thoughts? I think so. But anyway, I digress. This is for you. So if this is the perfect table for your home, snatch it up. It's here at the boutique. While we're going through the show, if you have any questions or comments about anything that you see, or any questions for James and myself, any glitches that are happening, let us know right away so we can try to fix them. All right, well, my friends, it's time for our halftime show, Life Moments with James and Jen. All right, so I'm just commenting with a couple of people. I'm so glad you guys found us here. I know this is a transition. It is a learning experience on this first live on YouTube, and I promise the transition will be easy. I know it'll be easy for everyone to switch over. I know. I think James and I just feel that this is going to be a better platform for us. There's so much more that we can do with this and for you. So, what is Life Moments about today, James?
And we got Erica, the cheese lady, with us.
Hi, Erica.
On Facebook, and then she was going to jump over. Oh, look. Hi, y'all. She's right there. She successfully transferred from Facebook to YouTube. Thank you, Erica. Love it. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment. This week we haven't figured it out yet quite, but by next week we're hoping the giveaway prize that we do every week will actually be a software generated randomizer, and it will look at all the comments made on the video. So the idea is more comments, more comments, more chances to win. So if you make 6 comments, you got 6 chances to win instead of sharing once and only having 1 chance to win. So it gives people a little bit easier way to win, and we love that you guys are on here subscribing, liking, doing all that great stuff. So awesome, thank you.
Okay.
But what's Life Moments about?
Well,
I'm keeping Facebook up just so.
Gotcha.
Because Erica just joined on, and I'd hate to have missed her. So here we are. We're live on Facebook.
Hi.
Hi.
And hi.
And hi. Hi, everywhere.
A couple of weekends ago, I continued to work on a project that I actually started a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And actually, even beyond that, James and I had picked up a table on one of our antiquing adventures that I fell in love with, and so did he, because of the age and the style.
How heavy it was.
It's a beast.
It is. It's solid oak, and it is heavy, heavy, heavy.
The problem with it was its finish and its hardware. It was looking pretty rough.
It was. In good shape, but just dated.
Yeah.
And little nicks and stuff on it. Just, I mean, it wasn't broken or anything, but it sure did look like it had been loved a lot. Yeah.
So I'm not typically always game for completely redoing antique pieces when they're solid wood like that. Sanded it, and it had to be done. So tonight,
I'm gonna jump on here and talk to Joy real quick.
Sure.
She's watching us on. Hey, Joy.
So tonight, I'm going to be previewing a little clip from a YouTube episode that I'm going to be adding over the weekend. So this is just a snippet, but here is a table refinish preview. And I did it again. I'm on the wrong screen. Here we go. So today's project is refinishing an antique table that James and I found on one of our adventures. But first things first, we're going to move the table out of the workshop and into this space, because currently it is 96 degrees outside, and that means that upstairs in the workshop it is probably 100 and something. So you can hear the air conditioner running behind me. Let's head into the wood shop and check out what the project is. So leaving the air conditioning into the sweltering heat, all the messes. You can hear James downstairs. So this is the project. I've already sanded. I've removed the drawers. Right here, everything's sanded. We just need to dust it, and we're ready for paint. So this is our piece that we are going to be painting. Now, I just pulled James aside and was asking him, should we paint it? Should we just leave it be? But on further inspection, there's some areas that I need to fill, and so unfortunately, this piece is going to need to be painted to give it new life. So I know some of you might get cringy on me about painting an antique piece, but I'm not a big fan about picking up antique pieces and painting everything either. If it's something that can be revived just by sanding it down, giving it a new clear coat or new staining, by all means, I'm a big fan. But in this case, there's some areas that it's just, unfortunately, I just can't bring it back to life the way I need it to be in our space. It would still look a little too rough and rustic to fit where I need it to go. So, painting it is. so that's just a little briefing of the table refinish project. I go into much more detail about the process, the paint that I use. That last image, I actually used a wax, and I talk about how I went from that more vibrant blue to that deeper blue-gray. In the complete video, I share why I chose the color that I did. I share some pictures and some video of my living room and kind of talk to you about where that color came from, where it's going, not just on the table but elsewhere. So be on the lookout for that. If you've subscribed, make sure that you click the little bell and turn on your notifications so that anytime we are live or anytime we post a new episode, you don't miss it. You get to be one of the first people to snag into that and view it. So let's roll right along. Oh, it's something else I wanted to talk about. Okay, I was so sweaty and gross in that video. I am so sorry. There's no editing, no filter that can fix that. I was a shiny, sweaty mess during that, but not quite as messy as the wood shop. Oh my word. When I went back and looked at that, I was like, oh, James is gonna kill me.
What?
That
okay, I've entered my Facebook.
Okay.
And I was on there for 30 minutes telling people where to find us.
Yeah.
But they're smart people. They know where to find us now. I'm sure they're all jumping on here. And oh my gosh, the wood shop is a mess. You said that?
I did.
I haven't seen this video yet.
No.
Is the wood shop a mess? Gotcha. Okay. All right. All right. Something I'm going to do in my spare time is clean the wood shop.
Nobody turn this into the fire marshal.
Yeah. I guess I'll be watching YouTube in the morning and watching this video, seeing what my wood shop looks like. It's been a while since I've been up there. So,
clearly.
All right. Clearly.
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was so blistering, stinking hot that day. I apologize for the air conditioning noise in the background, but honestly, that was the only way I could survive. It was so hot.
So when she's determined to do a project, it doesn't matter if it's hot. She just does it.
But that piece is all finished and in my living room, so catch the complete video to see all of that, see what hardware was chosen, etc.
Etc. Did you show them how to put the hardware on?
No, that's in the complete video.
Oh,
Today
they just got a snippet tonight. Okay. All right, so subscribe and click notifications, and you'll know when it's up.
Yep, we talked about that.
Awesome. Well, I was on Facebook, sorry.
I know.
Catching the stragglers.
I know. So if you're joining us for the first time, if you're catching this live for the very first time, and you're watching us and you're wondering who in the world we are, I'm Jen.
I'm
This is James.
And we go together.
We do.
Yeah.
Like peanut butter and jelly. Mac and cheese.
White and rice. But we are so we own a town company and we own a boutique in a small town in the middle of North Carolina, and we have been on Facebook for a year and a half, just doing this every night, every Tuesday night, telling people what we've got in the shop and some new product and that sort of stuff, and we share a little bit about our life, what's going on and stuff like that. We find it very interesting, and apparently a half a dozen other people do because they keep watching. So anyways, we love it. Thank you. Our videos are normally seen, by the time we get home tonight, there'll be approximately 300 views. By the time we reach next Tuesday night, we're anywhere from 1,000 to 1,200. So a lot of people get to see it. We run into a lot of people in the grocery store and say, I see you on TV. It's not really TV, but okay, it's Facebook. Maybe you cast it to your TV. I don't know, but we get a lot of that, and it's just fun, and it helps us get to know our neighbors, and our neighbors get to know us a little bit better. But it started branching out, and people are watching us from not just this area. People are watching us from Michigan and from Indiana, from Canada, from all over. We have people watching us. It's kind of cool. And we do enjoy that, and a lot of them are family and friends who just want to keep up with us and what's going on in our lives.
That's great.
And we love that. So we are here to entertain you.
We are.
If we can do anything to help in that.
Right. I was going to say, if there's anything that you want to see that we don't share,
What's
Well,
up?
we can't read your mind.
No.
So you gotta let us know.
Down there in the
I just sounded like
Bleep
my
bloops.
mother right there.
yes, you kind
I
of did.
can't read your mind.
Yeah, I don't know if she's
You gotta
watching
tell
yet.
me.
They were watching on Facebook
Gotcha.
and letting me know that they aren't subscribers.
Yes.
So I don't know if they've subscribed on. I don't know if they're watching on YouTube now or not. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure because they might just be watching on YouTube tonight
What's this
and
little thing?
subscribe later. That's I guess people comment viewers,
Oh.
comments and viewers growing.
Okay.
And this I love.
What do you look?
So I never knew when our signal was bad or when we lost signal. Look right there.
Excellent connection.
It
Yeah.
tells me.
You know, we had my daughter come in and check our connection. She did a bunch of analytics on it, and she said we have a really good connection, and we never could figure out why on the Facebook.
It was the platform.
The platform. It would
So-
keep crashing. I've got both platforms running back there, Facebook and
I
YouTube.
know, and they're
The
fine.
Facebook is locked. I mean, it's frozen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the YouTube is clear picture, nicer picture, better sound, everything else. The Facebook's been locked for half the night.
Not that one's better than the other, but I think for what we're trying
Yeah.
to do, this is a better
We are all
platform for
video,
us.
and YouTube is all video. Facebook's a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's your calendar, it's your reminders of birthdays, it's poems, it's scriptures, it's daily devotions, it's videos, it's news. It's so much on there, and it's just kind of hard to weed through all of that and get to what we are, which is the live video on Tuesday nights. So we just felt like this was a better. We still love Facebook. We still use Facebook a lot. We'll both be on Facebook before
Every
the end of the
day.
night. Yep. And she'll post in the morning on Facebook, and I'll like it, and because that's what I do.
So you're still going to get your usual posts, your usual stories, all of that on Facebook and Instagram.
Yep.
That's still happening. The only thing that we're switching platforms on is our live, and we're going to be uploading more episodes on a regular basis. So not just our lives, but other decorating tips or project tips.
Yeah. Or just really cool stuff.
Just fun stuff. Like the last one, if you haven't caught James's video of describing a bathroom like a classic car, you have to see
Okay, but we
that.
got better
So
content coming
funny.
up in September.
Woody?
We do.
Okay.
It's coming. You're gonna want to watch for this
Okay.
because I'm going to the first annual
Oh, good Lord.
Corn Dog Festival, and I'm bringing my Grey Poupon with me because I like a little mustard on my corn dogs.
Oh,
She is gonna look on in horror, like, why is he eating so many corn dogs? But I
I'm
have a
not
feeling
fan.
this will be some pretty good content right there.
It'll be interesting for all, I'm sure.
Yeah, even
right.
just to watch her in the background rolling her eyes at another corn dog. So, all right,
All right.
Yes.
Let's move on to some more product.
okay. 'Cause I can see the comments here now.
Yes.
Like before, you can.
Well,
we couldn't
because I didn't
see-
do split screen.
Yeah,
before.
but you couldn't really see them that easy.
No,
it's
it
different.
was smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is nice.
great.
I'm liking this.
This
so
is great.
yeah.
So the
Making me
next
feel
item on
I
our
need it.
list is this gorgeous mirror. I love the dimension of it. This has been in the boutique and for some time, and I think it gets overlooked, and that's why I wanted to bring it on the show tonight. I love the style of it. It can be in a transitional or a modern setting. Great entry mirror or end of a hallway. It just, the depth, the finish is that brushed gold finish.
And the individual mirrors are all big enough that you can, check your
Actually
hair,
see yourself.
see yourself before you walk out the door. But it's not so big that you feel like you're walking in to greet your twin.
Right. So this mirror is $269. It's 24 by 32 inches. And again, a great item to add interest to your wall space.
Yeah.
Next item on the list, this makes a fantastic vanity mirror. It's a rectangular mirror with a black finish frame. It has the rounded edges to it, so it almost is an oval, but not quite. That's why I call it rectangular with rounded edge.
It's almost oval.
It's $319. It's 21 by 39 inches. Again, it makes a great vanity mirror. Again, at the end of a hallway or in an entryway. If you just need something nice and simple, this is the perfect mirror for you. Adding to mirrors that we have on the floor, this one is actually right behind me right over here. It has beautiful texture. I love the browns and the way that golden texture rises up out of it. You can see that in the close-up video. This mirror is $280. I'm scrolling up in my notes. It's 31 by 43 inches. Really pretty, and this thing is so heavy. It's wired on the back for easy hanging, and I would recommend, so that the mirror doesn't slide on the wire, I would recommend doing 2 hooks slightly separated from each other, just to give it a little more stability. It is wired to hang either direction. So it's wired to hang as you see it vertically, or if you prefer to hang it horizontally, it's wired for that as well. Again, I would use 2 hooks for the wire just to give it a little more stability for hanging. I don't know. I just think this is a really pretty mirror. I love the texture of this one. If you're in need to illuminate a space, this is a really interesting lamp. I love the shape of it. I love the finish. I love the linen shade. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I have a beef about cheap looking shades. This one does not have a cheap looking shade because I will not purchase one for the showroom. This sometimes baffles my husband because he'll say, it's a really cool lamp. Who cares if the shade looks crummy? Kidding me? Yes, we like nice looking shades, right? So this is a gorgeous lamp. It's $129. I did not write the dimensions down. If you need them, let us know. So when you're thinking about lighting in a room, you want to layer your lighting. You don't want the singular. Do you remember building houses in the 80s and 90s, there was this singular, what I term, and many of us do, boob light. You know what I'm talking about. That globe light that comes down, it has the little finial that spins on. Well, that doesn't let off a whole lot of light, does it? We've graduated from that, and we're adding quite a few can lights into spaces now, but you don't always want all those cans illuminating a room. Great if you put them on a dimmer, that's nice, so that you can control that light. But you also want to layer the lighting with some lamps as well, especially for, say, next to a reading chair or sofa. So you've got a nice spot for just some soft light for reading if you'd like, or if you're knitting or needlepoint or whatever you're doing, that's nice to have. Yeah. James said, oh yeah, we need to spend some time getting that shop cleaned up. Didn't realize how bad it was. Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty bad. But, and I'm reading these comments. I know some of you are seeing them, but those of you who are just watching and aren't a part of YouTube yet, I just want to make sure you're part of the conversation. So yes, James is mortified about the state of his shop right now. I have a feeling that might be one of the weekend projects, maybe. All right. So this item actually ended up back up for grabs. It was claimed, and it is back on the floor for grabs because there is a slight imperfection in the acrylic. It is on one side, and so I've reduced the price of this lamp, and to be quite honest, you're getting it for a steal. This is a $500 lamp. I'm selling it for $165 as is. I will not reduce the price any more than that. Please don't ask. It's gorgeous blue glass. I love that swirl. It's like a blue gray, and it has this gorgeous acrylic base. There is a small chip in that base on the one side. However, as long as it's not floating in a room, I turned it. I do have as is, and I will point this out to anybody who is interested in this lamp. I'm not trying to hide anything, but when it's turned, you do not see that chip at all. Gorgeous shade. It has that drum shade, and the interior of the shade, you can see in that close-up photograph, is gold, and it looks like gold velvet. It is absolutely stunning. So many people have admired this. It's been on hold for someone for quite some time. Was released just last week, that they took a pass because of that slight damage on the acrylic. So if you've been admiring and thought it was gone, first come, first serve. There's only one. I cannot order more. So there you go. Another great lamp is this black. It's almost, I can't say black. It's more of a silver that's blackened. You can see that in the close-up. You can see the texture of that. Modern looking base with that beautiful linen drum shade. Gorgeous lamp, great for again, a transitional modern industrial look in your home. Another great lamp for layering that lighting and adding some interest. This one is pretty unique looking. I've not really seen anything similar. And I felt like it had nice style to it, but was so simple as well. This particular lamp is $162. Throws are great to have in a space for adding a little texture, warmth, coziness. A quick and easy way. My bestie just did a cozy room thing on her Facebook post, and I believe one of the points was to have a nice throw, and that is 100% the truth. If you toss a throw or even fold it and lay it over an arm of a sofa or a chair for color and texture, it just cozies up a space. And I know my husband loves, if the air conditioner is just a little chilly some nights because there's a lot of humidity in the air, he loves curling up in a throw as well. So these I have in gray and white. I'll show you a close up, as well as oatmeal and white. I'm going to open up one for you. It has white fringe on the ends. And I'm going to step back so you can see this a little better. It's a great size, a nice weight. This is something that you can curl up and wrap up into in the summertime and not get too hot just because the air conditioner has a little chill. Or if you've got a little chill in the fall and winter time, this makes a great throw as well. If you have no intention of curling up into a throw and you just want it in the space because it looks cozy and nice, this also makes a great throw. Great for laying at the base of a bed. Just very pretty. And the price tag has fallen off. Oh no, there it is. $40. This is only $40. It's 100% cotton. There are care instructions: machine wash, cold water, do not bleach, do not tumble. It is dry cleanable. Yes, because 100% cotton, I would probably air dry this. If you want to give it a little fluff just to take some of the stiffness out, you can do that as well. While it's just a little damp, toss it in the dryer with a dryer sheet. It'll have that nice, clean, fresh smell, feel nice and soft. So, if you want luxury, this is the throw for you. This is a beautiful denim blue rose petal throw. It is incredibly soft, no one can walk by without petting it because it's so soft and fuzzy on the outside and on the inside. The inside feels nice and suede-y. I wouldn't even call that velvety. I would say it feels suede-y. Yes, that's a word. If it's not, I just made it up. There you go. Definitely a luxurious throw. I have a client who has different colors of these scattered about her house. She has one in her bedroom, one in her daughter's room, one in the living room. She just loves this throw in different colors. It is beautiful. Look at how it shimmers in the light. So pretty. So cozy to curl up in. I'm telling you what, you'll feel like the king or queen of a roost with this. It is $89. And again, a great size for curling up in. All right. Well, we made it through with excellent connection, I must say. I don't think we've lost anyone. So that's fantastic. It didn't cut me out 10 minutes before the show was over. That's also fantastic as well. So
It didn't freeze, but not even a single time.
it's awesome. I'm so happy.
That's the best. That's the best we've ever gone through a show without it freezing up or something else. A little static in it. A little static. So we got to work on that.
Okay.
But other than that.
And I don't. It might be something that I have connected that's creating the static. I'm not sure.
But we'll figure that out.
Wow.
So yeah, let us know what you think of the new format. Let us know what you think of it being on YouTube. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for being patient and jumping over.
You guys are awesome.
It really was a good connection, sound and video. Thank you, Laura.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
So
Laura.
yeah,
I
we really
appreciate
hoped it
that
would be
feedback.
a good connection. So
Yes.
love it.
So tonight we did not do a drawing.
No, but we got 4 new subscribers to the channel.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. So yes, tonight we did not do a drawing because YouTube is a little bit different in their format. We can't like and share. So we've decided that we're going to do it by comments. There's a random comment selector that we're going to try to figure out.
So by the end of the show, we could start right now, and it would run a random, and it would like load in every comment that's made throughout the show, excluding comments that we've made. Everything that says Barron's Boutique would not count. Everything that does not say Barron's Boutique would count. And then it would draw one of the comments, and that would be the prize winner.
Yes.
So we're hoping to have that up and running by next week.
Right, because we don't know how to do it yet.
We don't. New technology, we're learning as we go.
Yes, I learned how to go live with you tonight for the first time.
You did a great job.
Who won last week? It cut off too early. That's right, it did cut off. Do you remember who won?
We already put it in the drawer, didn't we?
Yeah. Who won last week?
Shoot, I don't know.
You know what, Laura? My program records the show. I'll go back and I'll post it on Facebook.
On Facebook.
I'll post who won last week's show. Thank you. Yes, it did cut off, and it didn't even dawn on me that people couldn't see who won.
And it's funny because it cut everybody off
except him.
Except me. I was still watching live, and I wasn't watching. I don't know.
I don't.
I'm happy I won again, LOL. And we were I was watching live, and it never, and I don't have a different connection than anybody else does. We do it intentionally that way so we can tell when everybody else gets booted off, and I never got booted off, and I watched the show right to the end.
Yeah, I have
and
no
we did
idea.
the drawing, and we had a winner.
I don't know. Oh, Laura, did you get my message? Your order's in.
I got your message about the coasters. Awesome.
Yay!
Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
So they look so pretty.
They do. They look fantastic.
Yeah, they do. So, all right. Thank you so much, guys, for being patient.
Thank you, guys.
For doing this new platform, for subscribing. Let your friends and family who usually watch us on the other platform, let them know. Teach them how to switch over. You learned it's not that hard. It's
really
pretty easy to do.
And just let them know that it looks like we fixed a lot of the video and connectivity issues that we were having, so it does make it, I know, a lot more enjoyable to watch.
Right.
I know when I watch the show, when it keeps, caking out on me,
Yeah.
it's no fun to watch.
No, and you end up tuning out and watching something else. So, and we'll get back to drawings next week. Thank you so much. You guys have a great week and have a great evening.
Good night.
That's a wrap on our first YouTube Boutique After Hours Live. I hope that you found this product review helpful to see. I hope it's given you some inspiration on what you can do to do a little refreshing in your own home. Let us know in the comments what you think. If you enjoyed this live and found it helpful in inspiring you into different ways that you can refresh your home, make sure you hit that like button so you don't miss any upcoming lives or new episodes. Click the subscribe button and click that bell to turn on all your notifications so that you don't miss a thing and you can be one of the first to view the next episode. Thank you so much for watching tonight. See you next time.